In this video, I'm going to show you two different kinds of vibrato that you can use to make your melody and improv playing much more musical. The first is the classical style, and it sounds like this. Really pretty sound. And so how you execute it is you pick a note, and I'm using my fourth finger. It's much easier with your fourth finger, third finger, second finger, harder with your first finger. So play with your fourth finger. I'm on the 11th fret of the B string, and the other fingers are right up against my pinky, and they're pressing also. And then you want to rock your hand back and forth towards the headstock, towards the bridge. And what that does is it causes the pitch to go sharp and flat. So when I go towards the headstock, the pitch goes sharp, and I go towards the bridge, it goes flat. And then when you put it together, you get a nice vibrato. So I would practice this, kind of going through a scale. It's really nice. And what you'll notice as you go lower on the fretboard, it becomes more difficult to execute. So like on the first fret, for example, it's almost impossible. And then do that on different strings. And also with using different fingers. So now I'm going to use my second finger. And then the first finger, you'll notice, is a lot harder. I'm not even sure I'm hearing it. So it's really effective with your second, third, and fourth finger. And remember, you want to have those other fingers right up next to your lead finger. That way you have more strength to rock back and forth. The other kind of vibrato is more of a rock style vibrato, and it sounds like this. So what's happening there is when you play the note, same kind of deal, you've got your other fingers right below. But now what I'm doing is I'm pulling down on the string, which bends the string, and it causes the pitch to rise. You can also do it by pushing up on the string. And that also causes the pitch to rise. So in this one, there's no way to make the pitch dip. So you always have your true note and going above and coming back to that. And so when you do it fast, that's the vibrato you get. I find it harder to push up on the string. I can't get it to sound the way I want, so I will, generally speaking, pull down on the string. Like that. So they sound slightly different, but they're both very useful. This one you can use anywhere. So even on the lower strings, on the lower frets. So if you're going more towards the lower frets, this is the one you'll almost certainly have to use, because the classical one is not possible on some of those notes. So for example, even down here on this, on the first fret, I can do that with the first finger using the more rock style. So those are both great additions you can add to your playing, and it really does elevate, the 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 value of your playing, if I can say that. If it makes it just much more musical, much more expressive. When you've got just kind of that static note, it just feels like the note kind of drops off or dies. Sorry, there's like a truck driving by here. Yeah. And so I would practice this with a metronome. You want to get good at, you want to have control over your vibrato. You want it to be in tempo. It could be out of tempo, but it needs to be controlled so that it does what you want it to do. I say that because one way I like to use it is when you have a longer note. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll hit the note and I'll let it sit there with no vibrato momentarily, and then add a slow vibrato, and then as the note starts to dwindle, then I increase the speed. And what that does is it helps the note sustain a lot longer. So the effect is something that's much more musical. It's like you hear the note, it starts to grow, and then the vibrato becomes more intense as the note goes on. I think it's a really effective use, and a great way to just make your melodies sound much more interesting.